Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bosch. The number of clean diesel models in North America will double by 2014. Bosch Clean Diesel. Good, clean, fun. Bridgestone. Your journey, our passion. Dow Automotive Systems. Improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com. And by the 2013 Hyundai Sonata. Learn more at HyundaiSonata.com.
Hello and welcome to Autoline Daily. It's August 23rd. I'm John McElroy, and here's the news. Nissan is hiring the top car tester away from Consumer Reports. David Champion, who's appeared a number of times on Autoline this week, will start working at Nissan's proving ground in Arizona next month. Nissan points out it's going to launch 5 new models in the next 15 months, and hiring David Champion will help the company make sure those models are thoroughly tested before putting them in the showrooms. Champion used to work for Nissan back in the mid-1990s when he was a quality assurance engineer. And you know, he's also been a very vocal critic of my Ford Touch, and wonder if that had anything to do with him knowing he was going to one of Ford's competitors. Automakers were blindsided earlier this month by a new crash test from the IIHS. In what they call a small offset crash test, a car is run into a barrier that catches the outer edge of the front end of a car. It almost looks as if the test is designed to rip the side right off the car. Of the 11 midsize luxury cars tested so far, only the Acura TL and the Volvo S60 received good crash ratings. So to meet those new tests, engineers tell me that automakers need to make sure the outer sides of their structures are much stronger, and they have to strengthen the A-pillar down through the cowl where the door hinges are located and into the rocker panels. The firewall also has to be strengthened to prevent wheel intrusion. Of course, that extra structure adds weight to a car, which hurts fuel economy, but the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety test gets so much media coverage, it literally will force this to become a new standard, even though it is not mandated by the government. Chinese domestic automakers continue to face headwinds. All but one of the 9 publicly listed Chinese car companies reported lower profits in the first half of the year due to falling sales and lower market share. FAW alone reported a 35% drop in profits, and it also admitted it's getting subsidies from the state government of Changchun, which is where it's located. We just got details on the new Toyota Auris hatchback, which debuts at the Paris Motor Show. The car, which is built on the Corolla platform, is sold in Japan and Europe and will be available as either a pure hybrid, or it can be fitted with a 1.4-liter diesel, or you can put either a 1.3-liter or 1.6-liter gasoline engine in there. The company expects each option to account for about a third of its sales in Europe. The car offers more upscale features like a panoramic sunroof, a leather-trimmed dash, and a leather-stitched steering wheel. The new Auris will be built at Toyota's Burniston plant in the UK. Lithium-ion battery maker A123 Systems just can't seem to catch a break. According to Reuters, the company received a warning from the NASDAQ that said its stock price is too low, and it's going to be delisted if it doesn't improve to over $1 a share within the next 6 months. And it must stay at that price or higher for 10 straight business days. Yesterday, A123 stock price closed at 37 cents. Coming up next, it's time for You Said It.
Dow Automotive Systems, driving solutions in automotive, commercial transportation, and aftermarket with innovative products like Betamate structural adhesives. Lighter, stronger, safer. dowbetamate.com.
And now it's time for some of your feedback. Mike does not like the fact that the EPA has approved E15. Ethanol in gasoline. My understanding is that not only does it decrease power, but it damages the engine, wearing it down prematurely. Every industry is opposed to its use, but the government wants to increase the allowed amount. Why? Guess they want Americans to have to replace their vehicles sooner. Well, actually, Ethanol has a much higher octane rating, about 105, so engine power actually increases. Also, ethanol burns cleaner, so it doesn't wear down the engine. In fact, most modern engines could probably tolerate up to E20. Automakers and others are worried about E15 in older cars, and by older I mean more than 20 years old. You know, we've got a great Autoline this week coming up in a few weeks where we take a deep dive into this ethanol issue. CTech wants to know how Ford figures out the hourly labor rate it pays in different countries. As Ford provides these hourly labor rates in a contract negotiation, how do they determine these rates? What goes into the calculations? How are the various factors weighed? I noticed Mexico was left out. Why? Well, CTech, they count wages, including all overtime. They count all benefits, including pension contributions. It also includes retiree pension and health care costs. And Ford only publicly disclosed its labor costs in a few countries. It did not list every single country where it makes vehicles. Fatboy 19831 likes the performance version of the Cinquecento. The Abarth is the best sounding car under $30K, he says. It sounds like a little Ferrari. Most of the performance stuff is there for the $23K base price. A Ferrari? I don't know, man. It may sound good, but to my ear, sure doesn't sound like a V12. Bradley and a bunch of you bemoaned the fact that Ford stopped building the Ranger, the last true compact pickup in the U.S. market. Compact trucks fit into suburbia better than full-size trucks and can fulfill most truck owners' needs, he says. The question is, which automaker will be first to reopen this segment? Maybe eager Hyundai or VW will see the opportunity. Or Bradley, maybe Chrysler. We keep hearing that it's working on a lifestyle pickup built off its minivan platform. Thanks for all your comments on our website. It's amazing to see how engaged you all are, and there's some really good discussions taking place there. Hey, don't forget that tonight on Autoline After Hours, we have Al Oppenheiser, the chief engineer for the Camaro, who will be bringing a ZL1 along with him. So join me and the auto extremist Peter DeLorenzo for the best car talk in the business, and that's tonight starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time or 22 GMT at Autoline.tv. And that wraps up today's report. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.